104.1 KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with producer Eric, Special K, and Sam.
All right, the Roula and Ryan Show is with you through this winter storm. We're under a winter storm warning until 6 p.m. tonight. Basically, you need to stay off the road. So we're all spread out throughout the city. We're still dusting off our old Zoom equipment from when we had COVID. Remember, we did the show from home for a year and a half.
I know, it's like
Best year and a half of my life for Kevin and I.
Because you didn't have to see
work.
us.
Yeah.
No, I still
no,
saw
she
you. Like
had to see our faces. That was worse for her.
That's
Kevin and I
true.
had so much fun.
But, we're trying to get you information all morning long. And joining us this morning, we have Marty Lancton. He's the president of the Houston Professional Firefighters Association. Marty, it's always a pleasure to have you. And welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Good morning on this wintry Houston. Was it Tuesday?
Yeah.
Holy moly!
It
I
is
haven't
Tuesday,
seen this
Marty.
this much snow since I was much younger.
Marty, when we have this kind of weather, as the fire department, do you see more calls, more emergencies?
Absolutely. Anytime when we have a dramatic shift in the weather conditions, we're usually not used to the weather of cold, but anytime it shifts like this, we see a increase in calls of different types, especially carbon monoxide, fire alarms, and that's why we really urge the public, please do not leave your stoves open. Do not turn generators on inside. Carbon monoxide is odorless and colorless, and it will kill you. And so that's something that we really, really stress to the public. Stay warm, but watch your carbon monoxide. And please, if you have those detectors, make sure the battery has been changed.
Would that be the number one problem that we face, that people are bringing their generators inside?
Sometimes they put it in the garage and they put the garage down, and that's a very bad idea. So you want air circulating anywhere that you have a motor running. And so we just caution everybody to please pay attention to your carbon monoxide detectors, your fire alarm systems. Stay warm, of course, and also stay off the roads. We have run over 1,200 calls in the last 24 hours. We've had 7 fires to date right now.
Wow.
And for the most part, people are staying off the road, and we want that to continue. So please stay at home, stay with your families, and do not get on the roads.
We are talking to Marty Lancton, the president of the Houston Firefighter Association. Hi, Marty. Sorry, I had a glitch. I joined back in. I want to throw this out, too, because I picked it up when you were talking about the generators. I think that for every single weather situation we have here, whether it's a flood or hurricane, right now what's happening, there's always somebody who's doing this for the first time with a generator. And I want to reiterate it again. I know you said not to put it inside. A lot of people think, well, that's just common sense. But here's what is not such common sense, because it almost happened to me. So I'm going to tell the story again. If you live somewhere where there's a carport, like a shared space carport, like let's say a townhouse community, during Ike, my neighbors had their generator in their open carport, but it was feeding into my garage and into my property. I had no idea. So I started feeling really empty, like lightheaded, not empty-headed. That's a different story. Lightheaded.
That's every day.
Yeah, that's what I haven't slept enough. And so I feel like people don't realize that, right, Marty? Like where your generator is, if you're in a community that has shared carports and things like that, is also a danger. You got to really make sure it is not in a garage with the door open, not in a what are the feet parameters again, Marty, for the generator to
How
have in
far away
space?
should it be?
Well, if you look at the homes with generators, right, what do they have them? They have them usually elevated, mostly because we have the flooding, but they have them outside that they are open to the elements. And so you don't want to have anything restricting the exhaust of the generator. And so that's why really you're 100% right. You don't put it in any type of carport, even if it's got one side open, because it captures and it moves. So we just want to be very careful about what we're doing. We don't want to unintentionally hurt our family and friends. So just, if you have a generator, it needs to be completely outside, unobstructed. That way the exhaust can go where it needs to go and not in your home.
Marty, we always hear about space heaters. People have those. They just tip it over. People put blankets over them, trying to stay warm. What's going on with space heaters? Every year I hear about this.
Yeah, what causes the fire?
Well, a lot. Depends on what type of space heater you have. Technology has come up to where if it's tilted a little bit, it's supposed to turn off, but there are still space heaters out there that are gas space heaters. There are still space heaters that are probably 30, 40 years old. Mm-hmm. You don't want to put anything around a space heater. You don't want to put anything that could catch fire. And so it's the same thing with ovens. When we've seen a lot of people that use their ovens, they open them to keep it warm. Maybe their heat isn't working as well as it should. We absolutely tell people don't do that because if you have a gas stove and you have a leak, it's going to get into your house. And so there's a lot of challenges we face as Houstonians, but the number one thing we always do is come together. And so if you feel lightheaded, like Roula said, or if you feel like there's a problem, and hopefully you have a carbon monoxide detector, that's going to be something that's going to cue you in that something's wrong. And we don't want to have any of our family, friends, or fellow Houstonians that don't make it out of this storm. It's beautifully snowy outside, but we want you to enjoy it safely and stay warm.
Once again, we're talking to Marty Lancton, the president of the Houston Professional Firefighters Association. Marty, you mentioned those space heaters. I remember in college we had those things, and you'd walk into the room, and it looked like you could almost see the air moving, like a cloud, like it would get vaporous.
Heat waves. One thing, and I want to stress that Marty was saying is something I learned in fire school, is they taught us never put fuel next to ignition. Anything can be fuel, and anything can be ignition. You don't want to have those together. So even on your oven, if you have that olive oil set right next to your gas oven, move that little bottle of olive oil away from there. If you have your space heater in front of near some curtains, get that thing away from there. Get it away from the couch. Get it away like 3 feet from everything, so there's no way of anything like blowing into it and catching on fire.
Marty,
you said it way better than I could have, Special K.
Well, when you're talking about those,
what about babies we talked about that.
Don't
earlier.
set babies on fire.
Oh
my God,
Kevin.
Yeah,
what about babies, Eric?
No, having them too close to the space heater.
No, just we were talking about deliveries earlier. We were talking about the deliveries.
Yeah.
Getting stuck on the freeway.
Have you had any firefighters have to rescue a woman in labor yet?
I have not gotten reports of that, but that doesn't mean it happens. That doesn't mean it hasn't happened yet, but it always seems to be the most inopportune time sometimes that somebody decides to come into this world. But if that's going to be you today, I promise our Houston firefighters and paramedics are staffed. We proactively called people in. We've got an additional 900 and something firefighters, about 700 firefighters additional that we pre-deployed. And so they're all at the fire stations right now. Waiting to serve you. We hope we don't have to, but we've been busy already. We don't want to be busier, and this is going to stick around for a little while. So stay off the roads, and let's keep our first responders, our firefighters and paramedics in your thoughts and prayers, and we appreciate everything you guys do.
Yes, just go out in the backyard, have a snowball fight with the fam. Right. Just make it real wholesome. Have some hot chocolate. Stay off the road.
Stay warm, Marty.
Fight with my son, so
nice.
I got him good.
Thanks a lot for joining the show again, Marty. Always great information. Stay warm, and we'll talk to you if anything changes, or you contact us if anything that we need to know comes up that we haven't talked about already.
Thank y'all very much. Love y'all.
Right,
Stay safe, Marty.
Take care,
I was bringing up that whole space heater thing is because if you've got small pets, you got to worry about that too.
But what kind of space heater are you envisioning, guys? Because I bought a space
these portable
heater.
ones that you have.
Look, I've got one right
here.
here. You see mine right here, little square. It's really, I just bought this within 6 months.
But is yours
and it's
electric?
Got a safety on it. Yeah, I plug it in.
Okay.
The newer
and it's a safety.
ones are okay. It's the old ones that Ryan's thinking of.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the gas
ones that have like the exposed that you touch it. But now they've the new ones have updated that you can touch it and you'd be okay. You just don't want to keep your hand on it.
Or if you move it, it turns off. Like this one does not get hot on top. And if I try to adjust it, I always have to turn it back on because it has a safety underneath. And if it gets
the problem is
up,
people are pulling them out from their attic from 1982.
Yeah. They don't have these modern, activated by movement type heaters. Eric's right. It's these old heaters. And you've got to be aware, especially if you have pets. Because I was going to say, we had
and heating pads. People are using those as well as another option to keep you warm. You know how you plug them in, heating pads, because if they don't have space heaters, but just be careful because they can get really hot and they can burn your skin if you keep them on for too long.
Do you sleep all day on it?
Yeah.
So Ryan, you think your dog's going to get too close to your space heater?
I was going to say, like,
no, not to.
But like when I was in college, we had those space heaters, and we had like a parrot in the room, and it killed it. So you've got. I'm serious.
Well, that was like how many years ago, friend?
No, I know, like a million years ago.
It's the same kind of space heater.
Canary in the coal mine.
How did it kill the parrot? Did the parrot fly into the heater? How did the parrot die? I'm just curious.
I think it asphyxiated. Like if you've got like a gas space heater, those things can be dangerous.
I don't know. Do they even sell gas space heaters anymore, guys? If you've bought one in the last 10 years,
I don't.
Are they gas?
Right? I don't think.
You know what? I'm gonna look on Facebook Marketplace, see if I can find one.
I mean, you might find one in 1972. I mean,
hey, Ryan,
and so,
I'm about to go on the radio in Dallas at WBAP, the news station. Now, can I use your parrot story? I'd really love to use that.
Please.
I've never heard that story in my life.
Yeah, my roommate Steve, it was actually a cockatoo. Sammy was his name. and
Sam.
the space heater, you'd walk in the room and it looked like the air was moving, like because it was like just so sweltering hot in there from the
like we say,
gas
technology is
space
a
heater.
lot better than the 90s and 80s.
Yes, thank God.
Yeah. And I bought a new space heater on, what's today? Today's Tuesday. I bought one on Saturday because my mom's staying with me and she always gets colder than I am. I thought, well, maybe I'll get one of these. It does not do crap. And it's already open now. They're like, if you open this, you can't return it. I'm like, this thing sucks. There's no parents are dying on this thing. It doesn't have any heat coming out of it.
Oh my God.
Nothing's coming out of it. All right, it's the Roula and Ryan Show. We are here for you today on this wintry, beautiful weather day that is also very dangerous to be on the road. So your job is to sit back, relax, and hang out with us. And we'll be right back on 104.1 KRBE.
Through this stormy weather, stay off the roads at all costs. Please do not be out on those roads.
It's not worth it.
No, not at all. I mean, Special K and I...
Special K said, enjoy the day, man. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, if you got your kids, go in the backyard, snowball fight. But Kevin and I are at a hotel that is like literally a block away. And just driving that one block was a nightmare. Like, it's really bad out there.
Now, Roula was supposed to... She's going to head outside.
She's going outside right now. We're going to do a live report from Roula's front yard. We interrupt this broadcast. Breaking news. Roula's at her front yard.
She has to put her snow boots on.
No, but I'd like...
More power to all those reporters out there, man. They've been working hard.
If they're doing this...
information.
Yeah, year round. Right now, though, I'd like to give you some info. Metro has announced that they've suspended all their bus services today. Metro HOV, HOT lanes are closed. Metro Lift is providing life-sustaining trips only, and the Metro Rail services vary by line. Plans could change. We will keep you up to date. And I think a lot of people are freaked out and worried, hey, are we going to lose power? Well, CenterPoint has 3,000 workers on standby. Quote, they say, we are absolutely ready for anything. This is not going to be like what we went through the February freeze of 2021. Remember during the pandemic, how everybody lost power and power's gone for a long time. All right, where do we stand with Roula now?
I'm here. Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm going out my front door right now.
Going mobile.
Oh my God, it's so cold. Y'all, I put my ski pants on. I put my ski jacket on. I'm about to take steps in my front yard. Oh my goodness. Y'all, it's like you're on vacation in Colorado. This is unbelievable. It's so pretty.
It's 26 degrees outside.
Oh my gosh, all the cars are totally covered. The whole street is covered. Is there anybody? I saw a golden retriever somewhere, that poor thing, with his human. Oh, my God, y'all, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. There's definitely enough to make a snowman, for sure. Oh, my God, this is so nice.
My dog used to love this.
Yes.
Would be digging in the snow for his ball. I mean, they
Little
don't
tail
even,
wagging.
Yeah, they don't even notice that it's cold on their paws. They love this.
If you guys
Get
hear
your dog.
shuffle, 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 boom, that's my butt hitting the concrete.
Well, where's your dog?
My Charlie doggy is asleep. She's asleep.
Go get her. Bring her out there.
where'd your dog go?
Let her
Get her
feel
out
that
there.
snow. She's gonna be like, what the heck is this?
But that's the thing, though. You can't leave them out too long.
Oh, maybe it's going to be freezing. Yeah, not too long. I mean, we put a little fleecy little body cover on her yesterday.
Yeah.
And my kids wanted to go outside to see if it was snowing yet, and it wasn't. And they were so excited. They come back inside, and two of them are in the front, one of them's in the back, and then nobody brings in Charlie. And so I'm like, I didn't notice that because I was inside the house. So then I go to the laundry room, and I hear there's like, "Meow." And I go, where's Charlie? She in the at the back door waiting, like, hey, bozos, you guys got so excited, y'all let me out here. And the kids were
You get
so
a snow
bad.
angel,
She was out there too
Roula.
long.
You need
Lenny picture on
to
FaceTime.
record you doing a snow angel. Think about that.
And then you do a
Chances of this
snow
happening
angel
again.
in the backyard, and you realize, oh, God, the dog went to the bathroom there.
No, so I will do it in the front yard for sure. I wish I could FaceTime you guys right now. I will for sure do it in the front yard because I know that no dog has pooped their feet in this little section of my front yard in this back corner. So I will do that as soon as the kids wake up and they can film me because everybody's still asleep. My kids said they're going to set their alarms and they're going to wake up to play in the snow.
Oh.
Yeah, I got nothing but me and a squirrel out here. It's just me and a squirrel.
Make the videos, send it to Irvin, or we put it on KRB socials.
Yeah,
so we can
just
see
put it
that.
straight up.
I'll do it right now.
Yeah. Now, as
I'll
the
do it
morning
right now.
continues, we're going to see less of the sleet and more of the snow. And they say the people farther south are going to have the sleet a little bit longer, but the National Weather Service predicts 3 to 6 inches of snow and sleet south of I-10 with locally higher amounts. Now, north of I-10, these accumulations of snow look to be more like the 1 to 3 inches range with locally higher amounts. Ice
What do
accumulations.
we have right now, Brian? Can you tell? Or, like, Roula, I guess you could tell us.
Like
Yeah.
looking outside?
Yeah, what's it look like where
Yeah,
Roula's
Roula's
at?
like an inch or two.
She hung up.
Yeah.
No, she's,
I mean,
she's already running around.
yeah. I mean, looking out the window of the KRB studios, we're up like 7 stories, but looking down on all the rooftops, everything's
Nice blanket.
white. Yeah, it's just like
Everything's
a white
covered.
blanket of snow everywhere.
That
Now-
road is at my house with Misty.
If-
She
if-
has like the zoomies.
If you
Zoomies.
if
She's
you
in the snow.
do have to drive, and people are texting in that they do have to drive like home from work, and you haven't driven in this before, let me tell you, leave 9 car lengths in front of you. You are not going to stop anytime soon once
No.
you hit a patch of sleet or even just outright snow. So
You
what you're
tap
going to
the
do
brakes.
is you're going to drive real slow, and then when it's time to stop, you're going to stop like I said 9 car lengths ahead of time and start like easing on those brakes. Now, if you find yourself fishtailing, let off the brakes and then get yourself back in order and then start to slowly put the brakes on again.
And you steer into it.
Yes, and you're going to if you
Don't
hit
wrench the wheel.
if you hit the gas too hard, you're most likely going to fishtail. So please keep that in mind
stay
and
home.
really stay home.
You really
Yeah,
do.
just stay home if you don't know how to handle this.
There's no
Or even
excuse
if you
for it.
do,
We've warned about it
right.
for 2 days now, or 3,
No.
or a whole week. But the last 2
Yeah.
days, everyone said, stay home.
I mean, unless
Well,
you
even if
are.
you know how to drive in this, like Kevin and I are from the north, but the thing is, the roads are a lot different.
It's
down
a
here.
lot
like
different.
By now, there would be salt, there would be plow trucks,
Yeah.
like there would be a lot of things that you're
Plus,
equipped with. in
our roads are
Tulare.
elevated here. A lot of our roads. I mean, over by my house,
Right.
610 area.
Yeah, so it's
there's
like, if
10
you
little
can
bridges. It's crazy.
Yeah, in
Stay
your little
home, stay
hometown, I
home.
don't think you had like a 300-foot ramp that went straight up in the
Oh,
air.
gosh, the
Because all of
ramps
us at
with
one
snow.
point or another have lived up north and had to drive on those icy roads. But like you said, it's completely different here. Now
Totally different.
we did speak to Jeff Lindner earlier this morning. We're going to come back and he's going to give us some information about what to expect. They do have the roads salted, but it's a situation where
But not
unless
every road. That's the thing.
no, not every.
Thank God
Right.
for El Paso and other cities are loaning the snow plows and we're de-icing, but we can't do every road. There's too many of them, so be careful.
Yes. So
And
we'll get you,
black ice.
that black ice. Now, did you deal with that, Eric? You were a Chicago boy. Did you deal with black ice when you were like a kid
That's
growing
the
up?
scariest stuff because you don't see it coming. You think it's just normal. And that's what I worry about. Not today. I worry about that tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm sure. But
absolutely.
people get confident, cocky, and they think,
Well,
it's melting,
what's going to
it's gone.
happen is it's going to melt this afternoon, and it's going to have cause water to be on the roadways, and then it'll freeze again tonight, and then actually tonight into tomorrow morning is going to be very dangerous with all that ice on the roads.
Yeah, unless
And if
you're
there's-
one of these people that is actually, I don't know, like a firefighter, or what do you call it? Somebody that has a job where lives depend on
First
it.
responders.
First responder.
Yeah.
Unless you're a first responder, there's no reason to be on the roads whatsoever today. So just enjoy staying inside, spend some time with your family. We'll be right back with Jeff Lindner, the city's chief meteorologist, next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
RBE. Turn it up. With more of the Roula and Ryan Show.
Okay, we are all here together, spread throughout the city. We are going to get through this winter storm together. And I believe
it's so fun.
We have
It's so fun, Ryan. Wait, before we get to Aleta, let me just make a point to say for those just tuning in, we as the Roula and Ryan show feel much more calm than we thought we would be. After talking to all the officials today, the message is stay home and enjoy the snow from your windows. But yes, ABC meteorologist Aleta Loresca, a friend of the show, is standing by. Hi, Aleta. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, friends. Roula, Ryan, Kevin, Sam, Eric, all of you guys. Hi.
Hey, good morning.
Hi.
I bet you've been busy all morning.
Yeah, I was going to say, nothing's going on in your world, right, Aleta?
Listen, it has been crazy the last week and a half when we started to sniff out that the pattern was showing snow back in H-Town. Obviously, we get excited as meteorologists, but also, concerned for the city because we know how, something like this can cripple, can paralyze the city. But at the same time, I know you guys have little ones that are just so excited to have a snow day.
I know, so exciting. So exciting. All the schools are out. The only job a child has today is to wake up and go outside and play. That is the best.
Yes, I know my kids. I've got a 13 and a 10-year-old, so they are so excited. It was like Christmas Eve for them, waiting for Santa. They were waiting for that first dusting of snow last night. I had to stay by the station at one of the hotels nearby, and so my husband was texting me going, I think dude's going to stay up until 2 when the first flakes come down. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's not necessary.
but every kid feels that way. Every kid feels that way. Aleta, my son was like, Mommy, I'm going to set my alarm for 4 o'clock in the morning. First, I'm going to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Then I'm going to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go play. Guess what? They're all still asleep. I'm broadcasting from home. I haven't heard of one of them.
I love it.
So tell us what we need to know. Oh, yeah. Ryan and Kevin spent the night at the hotel near the radio station. They drove in, so they're in the home base. Eric and Sam and I are in our houses, not all together, just different houses. But since the last time, I guess, we had a report, anything change or different, Aleta, as far as how long the snowfall is going to last?
No, I think we're seeing a steady snow for the next couple of hours, but what we're seeing on the radar is it's starting to get heavier, especially down along the coastline. We've had a couple of accidents. I don't know if you guys have been watching this morning, but our reporter Nick Notario has been on this. We've got 3 18-wheelers that unfortunately have gone into an accident. We don't know right now if there's any sort of injuries involved, but obviously in conditions like this, we just keep letting folks know, stay where you are, stay hunkered down. Eventually, we're going to start to see a lot of this snow let up. In fact, some of our far northwest counties are starting to see the snow starting to ease, but this is going to last for another few hours. By lunchtime, I think the majority of this is going to be gone.
Now, Aleta, are we seeing less sleet and more snow?
For sure, Ryan. We've now started to see that trend because it's been below freezing for the last several hours. So a lot of this is coming down as snow versus sleet.
All right. Thank you.
And it's epic and it's amazing.
It's crazy to see right now.
Messages.
I thought I heard children
so
in the
nice.
background. Roll. Are you kids up?
Not mine yet. I think that's Sam Santiago.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
In regards, in regards
That's what happens when
to
you have a 2-year-old.
in regards to the snow, I wanted to know: is it going to start melting this afternoon and then turn into ice this evening?
Kevin, great point, because I'll tell you what, unfortunately, this is one of those events. We're going to get enough snow, enough ice on the ground where we're going to get some melt. Temperatures are going to get above freezing for a few hours. And then once the sun goes down, temperatures are going to plummet. In fact, overnight, those temperatures are going to fall into the teens. So that's going to be a pretty good solid amount of ice, especially along the coastline where we're seeing some of the highest snowfall totals and along Interstate 10. So I wouldn't be surprised if, TxDOT keeps whatever freeways and bridges and overpasses are closed. If they're probably going to keep those closed through maybe mid to late morning tomorrow until, the temperatures, warm up again.
What's so crazy is we all know that probably in a few days we'll be wearing shorts and a T-shirt.
Oh, we really will. It's going to be in almost a 70.
Yes. Aleta Loresca, tell us, when are we going to hit a high of 84 again? Is that going to be on Saturday? What's going to happen there?
No, we get into the upper 60s. How about that, Miss Roula?
That's nice. I'm here for that. I am not one, Aleta, that wants it to turn super hot and humid right away. I want to let this kind of melt off and enjoy it a little bit as long as everybody's safe.
Yeah.
And then just kind of have, we were saying earlier when we started the show, this is now the appropriate time to play the song, "Oh, the weather outside is frightening, but frightful, but the snow is so delightful," because let it snow, right? But Christmas is over. If your trees are still up, people, enjoy your extended Christmas vibe.
I know, it's such a winter wonderland out there. It's like, oh man, where are all the Christmas decorations? That's the only thing we're missing.
I know. Other cities, I guess, I don't know if they extend their Christmas decor because they know they're buried in snow for 2 more months. But for us, we're like, okay, it's December 25th at 6 p.m. Take down the tree. Some people, not me. But
I'm getting
it's Aleta Loresca live from ABC 13 here on the Roula and Ryan show with Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. And we are just getting through the winter storm.
Hey, Aleta, are you staying at the station, or are you going back and forth home?
No, actually tonight, because of the refreeze, I probably won't go back to the hotel, which is about a mile away. I'll probably hunker down in one of the sales offices here, and then just wake up, be ready to go bright and early.
Oh, so we'll see you in the same outfit tomorrow.
No, she planned for that. Hello, she planned for that.
But she's going to be in the sales office there, so I'm sure there's probably a few bourbon bottles in some of those drawers. Just saying.
Eric.
What? Someone's got to keep you warm from the inside out, Aleta. It's okay if you have some hot toddies between the breaks. Nobody knows. We can't smell it.
It's all good.
Exactly.
Aleta, thanks so much. Yeah, I know, you're so sweet. You're the best. Thank you so much for being part of our show, Aleta. I know you had a very busy morning. We'll continue watching you on ABC 13. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you guys so much. Love you guys.
Oh,
Take care, sweetie. Bye. Oh, that's so fun. Okay, so we have one person up, but it's not a kid in my house. It's my mom.
Oh.
I just saw her walk by. I go, Mom, do you see the snow? Yes, you do. You're staring right in the window.
No.
Did you hear her just say no? I go, Mom, look out the window. Go wake up the kids. Should I just start yelling guys in my house and say,
Wake up, it's snowing.
Wake up. Because it's 7:45. It's fine. They should be awake. Come over here, Mom. Mom, come over here. She's trying to record the video on her phone. In all the years, my mom moved here in 1968.
Uh-oh. Did we lose her again?
And that's
There
how
we
much
go.
internet we have is from 1968.
Mom moved here in 1968. I'm guessing she's not seen a lot of snowstorms in the last 50, 60 years.
No,
I missed a few
Roula.
minutes of the when you guys were talking to Aleta. I was talking to the station in Dallas. They were on their camera and they saw the snow in Galveston on the beach.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty.
What's it like there? Do they not have this?
In Dallas, I don't think they have like this. And it should be, right? They're above us.
Yeah.
But they felt bad for us because they know we're not used to this type of thing. I was like, yep, we're not used to this at all.
No, not one bit. So we did
Very
speak
supportive.
to Jeff Linder. Eric, when do you want to have Jeff on here?
Maybe top of the hour. That'd be
Okay.
good.
Like right around 8 o'clock, we'll have Jeff
Yeah,
on.
8 o'clock.
He's the city's chief meteorologist, and we're going to keep you up to
When we
date.
come back, we can have everyone hear what he had to say.
Absolutely. So once again, if you're just waking up, just tuning in, you need to stay off the road. Houston Metro announced that it suspended all bus services for today. The Metro HOV, HOT lanes are closed. Metrolift is providing life-sustaining trips only, and the Metro rail services vary by the line. Once again, CenterPoint has updated us. They have 3,000 workers on standby. Quote, "We are absolutely ready for anything." This is according to CenterPoint's vice president. The snowfall poses a different kind of challenge to the power grid than the 2021 freeze, where we saw much colder temperatures statewide. So I think what they're trying to tell us is that, look, I mean, we're all a little bit still traumatized from that 2021 February freeze where a lot of people lost their lives. Power was out for an extended period of time.
Yep.
That does not seem to be the case with this. So we're
The thing I worry
in
about,
better
like I said,
situation.
I just worry about tomorrow. Today, I feel like everyone's going to stay home, play in the snow, have their fun, and then tomorrow,
People
they're
get
gonna do
antsy.
something stupid and
Hopefully,
go out.
well, I hope jobs too are understanding because, the biggest thing that Kev was kind of just talking about earlier is it's going to get a little bit warmer. So, hopefully the snow may not stick and then it's going to get cold again. So once the snow
Refreeze.
melts, it becomes, it'll refreeze. Exactly. So hopefully companies are understanding, like, hey, it's probably still not safe because a lot of schools are still closed on Wednesday. I don't think we have any update Thursday, though, correct, on any of the schooling?
Yeah, I think they're waiting until tomorrow to say
Okay,
anything.
which makes sense.
Right now, some schools are just saying Tuesday. One of my kids' schools said just Tuesday, but obviously they'll say Wednesday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm
later
sure.
today.
Yeah, I think
know
most will be out tomorrow as well.
Yeah, my daycare was following the school schedule.